This is going to be a very brief review slash demonstration of the Lumintop GT Mini with the NM1. Now, if you'll recall, last time I did a review on the XHP 50 version, and I was not particularly happy with it. Here, this is going to be more of a comparison with the NM1 version, even though the two lights are not comparable at all, except they're the same manufacturer and same body style. We're going to put the NM1, the throwing big boy, or one of the big boys of Lumintop, up against my favorite Convoy NM1, which is honestly the Achilles of lights. If this is Hector, this is Achilles, as you're going to see. And according to the spec sheet here, this is 50 or 57,000 KCD. This is, and I'm not making this up, 375,625 KCD, so 1,050 meters of throw. And this still manages to beat it, despite the fact that it's only 20 bucks, and this is, 40 or 60 or somewhere in there. So, considerably more expensive, and yet it doesn't perform quite as well. Not to mention the driver, which I hate, which I won't talk about. I hate Anduril. But it doesn't even have a good beam quality, and I was really hoping to be wrong. I just reviewed, it's a Catapult Mini, was the one I just reviewed. And I thought, okay, well, this could be good. Well, actually it isn't. The beam is a very fugly beam, and this goes to show that just the fact that a reflector, a certain emitter type is used, does not guarantee you a quality of beam. And in fact, they really messed it up, just like with this one. I don't recommend either of these. So let's take them out. Okay, so on first glance, you really want to like this. It looks like a nice, super throwy beam. It's got a very accomplished hotspot. Matter of fact, it's got a pencil beam. One that you could say, hey, this will make anybody proud. Throws, right? Well, it certainly throws, but that doesn't make it all that useful of a thrower, because now it's going to be joined by our good friend, the Convoy NM1, which puts a beating on it, something fierce. Not only does it out-throw the worthless little quick stepping down Mini, but it's a more useful beam, which is why when you go and look at the fence, this lights up less area. It does so less convincingly. It has a less defined hotspot, which is why the reflector size and depth is also important. The reflector has to be the right depth. These are the same. They're both 700-ish lumens. At first, when you first turn it on, the GT Mini looks to be brighter, but it doesn't help it at all, because this will still put a beating on it like there's no tomorrow. Honestly, we can get out in the open area, and it's the same thing. Here's this cat. So it's kind of disappointing. It's really disappointing. See, I've got it on the highest mode, just so some of you are asking. And it's not a very pleasant thrower. Plus, the ergonomics are not very good. This Convoy just beats the crap out of everything I have, big or small. I really cannot find any light that actually beats this thing in terms of throw. It's like Achilles, Achilles versus Hector on that one awesome movie Troy.
You won't have eyes tonight. You won't have ears or a tongue. You will wander the underworld blind, deaf, and dumb, and all the dead will know. This is Hector, the fool who thought he killed Achilles.
Man, look at that. But I can put this up against nearly anything. Let's go up here. Which one would you like to be associated with when you're searching and rescuing? All right, well, I don't really want to do anything more to this review. I'm going to send this back. I was really hoping I was wrong about it, and maybe the battery, I made sure the batteries were both charged. Here we're going to do both of them. We're going to put it up against, just for kicks, we're going to turn on the XHP 50 version. Now it's on turbo. Make sure. Okay, and make sure it's on turbo. Now we're going to do, you can see these are very differently purposed lights. I'm sorry folks, I cannot recommend either of these to you. The ergonomics, because the head is all big and the body is like a little sausage, it's just, it's not, I just don't like it. I don't like holding it, I don't like activating it, I don't like double clicking it, I don't like the quick step downs. And you know, my mother used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. I have definitely not lived with that philosophy. I've been very outspoken. I know I can be overly negative. Anyway, I'm gonna call it quits tonight and just move along. And tomorrow we got a whole bunch of more torches coming in, and we'll get to those maybe. All right, thanks, folks.